and let's see. TikTok is working today. TikTok is working today, surprisingly. Right. Everything is starting, right? Anything? Maybe I don't know. If I'm missing something as usual, shout. So, we have a new update, guys. Who tried? Who can already say, you know? Like, is it Gucci or not so Gucci? How are you guys doing? I'm a little bit sleepy, I guess, because my sleep schedule is, well, out of the window or something. But yeah, what's wrong? So, update 1.3.34. Actually, we have to go through the patch notes. Descendant balance adjustments, Blair, we know that. New Transcendence module of Serena, we knew that. Avoid intercept battle extreme, that's actually, you know, kinda sounds juicy. Onslaught mode, level 4. That will be curious because, you know, of the okay, not ban hammers, but like nerf hammers they've put. Why there's always eyelash going inside, like, piss off. Bruh. So yeah, after they pull the nerf hammer, it will be interesting to see, you know, how Onslaught 4 will be played. Divine Punishment, Final Masterpiece. That's a desert, I guess. Divine Punishment, I would say, like, it will be having huge application, but we'll see. No, it's not Ancient Knight. But we'll see, we'll see. My Final Masterpiece, I still don't know what they changed about it, so we'll go through the patch notes. New skins, of course. New trigger modules, quality of life stuff as well. Some cores were changed for some weapons. So yeah. Awesome burger. Frogs will be buying that. Actually, I don't think it's base skin, right? It's probably like for some event. Stay played down the 4 campaign? Nah, I finished so like one last week, but I kinda thinking, you know, maybe I should download it again and finish others. Though I checked the cinematics, you know, I kinda already through the story, but you know, sometimes it feels, you know, could be Debon in the building mode, let's say like that. Have a look at the update. Awesome burger. So, Void Intercept Battle Extreme. We will be experiencing that in the game. I will not be reading through all of that. Critical point yes, leaderboards. Probably it will be amount of the stuff which you put into the boss. Those like points, right? Defeat rewards. Okay, let's see actually. Yo, Andrew. How's it going? All good? So, let's see. Oh my god, they're actually describing each and every boss. Holy crap. But what is abyssal stuff? Defeat closest in critical point range to get the following rewards. Quality, that's the most important stuff. Quality certified ETA voucher. Minimum is 50. Maximum is 200. Okay. Critical point. From 25 to 75, there is not like any incentive, you know, to go like higher, except leaderboard, I guess. All good? How are you? All good? How are you? All good? Receive the following rewards by unlocking range. 1 off. Okay, so it's like you unlock just it once and that's it, right? Something like challenge mode, I guess. Azother module 15. Superconductive schooling series. 1000 realignment devices. Purple donuts, yellow donuts, Kuiper shards. Bruh. Someone who is doing Colossus with 25 critical points doesn't need Kuiper shards. Bruh. That's something, you know. That reminded me on Onslaught reward, like the weapon XP or something, right? But people going to like Onslaught level 3, they're not going there to level their descendants and the weapon like proficiency. Bruh. Right. You can enter Onslaught stage 4. We will be playing that, of course. Let's see, like the new perks. Increases fragment gain, decreases turret upgrade cost. Not for the ggDebon, I guess, because he never builds turrets. Like, I just like to get those barriers up to slow the mobs down. I don't even know, like, how much damage those turrets are doing. Is it, like, even useful? I don't know. Increases DMBO duration. No one will be taking that. A sub attack increases skill speed. You thinking what I'm thinking? Is it the thing which I'm like almost crying about, like, you know, last month, 2 months? The faster attack speed? Damn. I hope it's not projectile speed, like we have a module for that. Guys, did you even know that we have a module? Event stuff. Let's go. I'm Bambi, by the way. I'm just a Lipic non-ultimate level 4, so yeah. Yo, how's it going? How you doing? Actually, it's kind of weird. Like in this chat on under my screen, you have different color name. On my the main chat with all the like my alerts and stuff, you have like super dark blue name, which actually I don't see like the name. Thunder. Good, you not bad. What I wanted to check. Well, let me bring this. Skill speed. So, Descendant module. RK, I think it was called RK something. RK acceleration. Skill speed and range and... Damn it, I think it's not actually casting speed. If this thing is actually saying the skill speed, that's projectile speed, I think. Damn. Unless they change that. You know, we can check that. We actually can check that. Casting speed would be cool. That's what I'm saying for a long time. We need a module which actually increases your cast speed. Because that would improve like quality of life of so many Descendants. I think Ines had it. Is there target count increase, time hunting counts? No. Duration bounces. No, who was having the like the projectile speed? Maybe Nell? Let me check my Nell bill. Oh, there is new pop-up. Projectile speed increase. Oh, here it is. So, Arcane. They still haven't fixed the search bar. You're starting typing, you type like couple letters and even sometimes 0 letters and it actually stops working. Bruh. Okay, yes. Projectile speed increase, 19.2. So this one. I'm not expecting this one to be useful then, sadly. Otherwise I'm going to use it for sure. Yeah. Come on, I can share. When current HP is at a certain level, increase firearm attack and explosive attack. Good. Current HP higher than increases skill power. Ooh, you can stack. You know, Descendant, which will be abusing that, you know? Already having, like, lots of bonus from HP, yes. HP increase and increase melee attack, increase firearm explosive attack, total fragments consumed. So I'll have no choice but to build shit. Damn. I guess ggDebon will be Bob the Builder. If he will pick up this fragment. Yes. Increases HP recovery in combat. When attempting to recover HP or shield and release energy towards enemies to attack, the attack has a cooldown. Increase damage to the proportion of max HP. Dude, I don't know, like, what's the thing about them, you know, increasing damage from max HP? They're trying to work around the fact that like lots of people don't pick up the HP modules or something. I think it's lazy design. Just stack as much HP as possible, get as much damage as possible. Questionable. It will go nicely with Descendants that have HP recovery. No, it will go nice with the Serena, who is already getting like 2 or 3 bonuses from max HP. That's for sure. Deals damage to enemies 2 sword energy. 2 sword energy. When hitting enemy with a firearm, or 4 sword energy when hitting enemy with a melee weapon.
Why you
attack.
bullying me? Why you bullying me?
What is sword energy? Are those like some projectiles? Base cooldown of sword energy emission is 3 seconds. The higher the sprint stat, the shorter the cooldown. No, you can for real actually sprint stand. Okay, now that could be interesting. You have the
Raymond,
cooldown
you
change in
fool!
dispatch? Yes. We have. But probably it will be mentioned here somewhere. It goes when the Descendant with high movement speed or who use the sword as their primary weapon. Who uses the sword as their primary weapon? Well, let's be real, last couple like 3 months or something, they're really trying to push like the sword usage across all Descendants of the reworks, which sometimes it's maybe like I don't think like each and every Descendant have to use swords. It's a little bit, you know, like I don't know, like I don't want to call it desperate, but like community was calling to have a melee weapons in the game, they listened, and now they're trying to recover that idea because let's be real, not many, if any, people using the swords for the like the main end game content. And so there will be skin. I didn't fix the builds. What cooldown change? The max cooldowns now capping at 75%. But you will not get a like reduction because every cooldown in the game now matching that adjustment. So basically, you were having 90% cooldown reduction on your builds, and you were having like, let's say, 2-second cooldown on your skill. So now the cooldown cap will be 75%, but you still will be having 2-second cooldown on your skill. So yeah, I hope that makes it clear. Imagine Short will be swinging a sword while sliding on the board. That's cursed, but I kinda would not be against that idea. Just for the shit and giggles. I don't know. Like if we like have some weird stuff in the game like this, for some reason like Volby is, you know, is passing. Easymo and Volby. I wouldn't say like other Descendants, you know, would like make it good enough. So clearly each one of the Descendants they get 1.4 times more additional rewards and rewards for mission completion stage 3, including probably the weapon XP and the Descendant XP. So you know, if you leveled up your bumpy Descendant in Onslaught level 3 and you were getting level 40 at the end, you will get still level 40 at the end. Nah, they're probably also talking about like 𝐂𝐫𝐞𝐚 or whatever, right? Complete Onslaught mode, the stage 4. That's like the additional rare enlightenment ultimate. Okay, so donuts in stage 4 now. Existing stage 1 to 3 Onslaught weekly bonuses also include stage 4. Well, basically like the ancestor module guaranteed options, right? But it will be the same as stage 3, so the 2 guaranteed yellow options for ancestor module still will be the same in the stage 4. I think that's really good because some people were hoping that we would have some like guaranteed red options. Yeah, dream on. At least the ultimate tier options guaranteed. Yes, that's what I said. 2 new Transcendence module for Serena. We will be probably looking at that today. I don't know who is that Descendant, but like maybe it's a new Descendant, so you know, we'll see. Part-times with the black and purple flame would be cool. I think they could release the skins, Transcendent skins, you know, like they did with the melee weapons, that they're changing like some Descendant stuff. I would totally see, you know, to have a skin which changes the flame colors of the Blair. Yeah, that would make a lot of money. I remember we were talking about this at some point, like I like, since they're not making those evolution skins or whatever they were calling, they could, you know, like change some effects, but yeah, I don't know. Like if they're not making those skins anymore, I don't think they will be doing that. Especially since it's like, you know, for one Descendant. I don't know. So, Battlefield None Archangel. So one is the weapon one, the weak point, and the one is the skill one. I already went through a little bit. Guys, look at this. Look at this. They nerfed Serena, but so let's say we pick up the Thunder Cage, like without any modules, without anything, and we're hitting 100% weak points. Look at the potential. I'm not saying it's like super number. Okay, wait a second. So we're taking the Thunder Cage, hitting like headshots all the time. We don't have any mods for time being, and we will check potential damage increase per build, right? I'm not including literally every test case or whatever, but because it would probably take me to like 20 years. But like, you know, look, like pay attention to like the max number, right? Like. What the fuck is this? Of course it will be lower when we will get modules into the weapon, because it's main difference between DPS on the new stuff and the weapon DPS. But the comparison between like every other number here, okay, not 400,000, 340 1,000% on the new module of Serena. Yeah, we'll see. I still have to figure it out, the thing, the new module thing. Let's see. Because she has like a little bit different, what is that crap? Wasn't this one? So the attack speed inversely proportional. So initially I would say it's the fire rate of the weapon negatively multiplied by your fire rate multiplication. So basically you have like, let's say 90% fire rate, so you just get like the attack speed of this crap is like 90% slower than your fire rate of the gun. But I could be wrong. We need to test that crap. Don't mind the skin. What is Sharon? RCV? What? New Transcendence module has blah 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 blah. I already have them because I combined the modules. RK Reflux, RK Blaze, the new trigger module. I need to get them. To get them like properly tested. Upon completing Axiom Planes Infiltration, Bastion Immortality mission, still basically same stuff, Wall Crusher, new dungeon, and I think there was a Sigma sector here, no? Or not, maybe not. Maybe it's the Sigma sector for this crap, yeah, the Transcendence module. So, because the Serena parts are dropping in Sigma sector, and you get like her new modules as well, I guess. So, trigger module, the new dungeon, trigger module box, Wall Crusher, typical. Now this thing took me, you know, by surprise. We have the new cooldown reduction modules. In the chart there was 3 Sharon cells, 1 RCC. The short name of the modules, the red modules. Increasing HP, decreasing HP, decreasing shields, decreasing defense. And the group is control. Max HP no one will be using unless you have a shield build. And let's be real, no one is having shield build. Maybe like some easy moves. Shield, yeah, I can see that. 36.5 cooldown. Ferromagnet widespread execution with MP conversion, 36.5. I guess people could use the shield, but I don't see anyone using the like minus defense or minus HP. Because some like Descendants, some Descendants are like obviously having a little bit like either damage penalty or something if you have like the less max MP. So So basically those are modules for this thing, just for the different negative effect. Skill cost, oh. But wait a second, maximize conversion cost. It's still 35.4. Skill power modifier is actually not a big deal because of the meta changes. Lately we're having like 3, 4, 5, 6,000 skill power modifier, and you're just having like minus 20. Is basically like literally means nothing, so... Oh, I like this one, so it's louder for me. So... Defense HP... It's like... Why? Defense redistribution, incoming damage modifier. It could be useful with inversion. Inversion is having like 10 and 12%, so it's like 22 plus 13, 35% damage reduction. And they cost max shield minus 6%. Kind of weird number, no? It's like literally nothing, unless they missed something. Do I already have that module from the combination? I have actually. Yeah, it will be minus 6%. No way. I wanted to ask what the best weapon for Dia is. I have a video for that. You can check it out. You probably want to still use the skill power weapon. Max HP, skill power boost ratio. Is it the same like as a spear and shield? This one. Yep, it is. But wait a second, it has different groups. So you can stack them. You can actually choose this one and stack with those things. So in total you can get 24 skill power. Actually more. If you are using all of that. But obviously it's not worth it, right? Because like it takes like the 4 module slots. Yeah, it's like literally ass. Thank you, no problem. If you will have any questions, let me know in the like here or video. Okay. Someone's RNG got, you know, RNGing. So HP shield, skill power modifier. Barely anyone uses skill power modifier anymore. Like 12%. Nope. It's like less than 1% damage in most cases. Range increase 51.7. That would be amplification control, right? What is it? This one. This one increases max shield, and here we just have max HP, MP, or HP. Wait, what? 75% HP, MP, and HP. It's a typo. It's a typo. There's like literally no way the same module with the same group as actually. So wait a second, let me check. HP, shield, MP. HP, MP. It's a shield, I guess. That's probably shield. Max shield. Skill cooldown. We have lots of skill cooldown modules. It's also control. Guys, remember we were saying about GTA 4 thingy yesterday? That's a remix, I think, right? Unless I'm wrong. Shield, defense, minus MP. Wait a second, plus shield, plus defense, but minus MP? Dude, there is already second mistake on those things. I have to double check my calculator later on, I guess. I don't trust them. I don't trust them anymore. I have to level up those modules in the game and check myself. So, max shield, continuous deployment. God damn it. Andrew, continuous deployment. Go and continuously deploy. It triggers my PTSD. Okay, max shield, skill duration, whatever, and the defense and duration, whatever. It's probably for those like HP duration mods, right? Where is it? Skill duration, this one, Battle of Stamina. So I guess they made more of those. New rare modules can be applied through the following. Yes, combining modules. I hope it's not too loud. Let me make it a little bit quieter. Descendant. All Descendant skill cooldowns will decrease by 60%, up to 0.5 seconds. So like not a single skill can have like less than 0.5 seconds. Is there actually without any cooldown reduction skills which have 0.5 seconds? Why did they have to mention that? I don't think so. Change mouse skill cooldown down from 90% to 75. Yep, that's what we were expecting. That actually makes like probably like most of my videos kind of outdated now. Shit. So basically the only build videos which survived is probably the Luna one, because I'm not using the cooldown on Luna, I'm using maximize skill and maximize power, the noise surge one. And previous bike build for the bunny, because I'm using as much duration as possible to not get my ass out of the bike as long as possible. And I'm using cap in time, so I will get the most out of it. So, one sec. Whatever. Let me see. I think there could be a bug, no? Sometimes with the song titles. Okay, let's go. Why was the high level the builds? Duration didn't increase proportionally. Duration was not changed. The only thing which changed is basically the original cooldown of your skills. So let's say you had 100-second cooldown, you're like using as much cooldown reduction as possible, you were having like 90% cap of the cooldown reduction, you were having 10 second cooldown. But now the cap is 75%. You still have 10-second cooldown. Why? Because they reduced original cooldown of your skill by 60%. Possible to try some high cooldown builds? No. You will not be able to achieve anything differently. You will be still capped at the same value. Like literally nothing changed. The only thing which changed, you can just juggle around the mods, reactor, or the arcade tuning to get either more like module slots or more different reactor or arcade tuning points. But like arcade tuning points, you don't have like anything else usually to put points into, so you will still be taking cooldown probably. When rolling, the following effects are applied. Stun, knocked. Dude, I almost thought actually when you're rolling you get stunned, knocked down, knocked back. That would be hilarious. And frostbite immunity. Incoming damage reduction 10%. Dark Souls. I never played Souls game because like it's for me rolling simulator, but it's kind of nice. It's kind of nice that they came up with such mechanic. That's actually cool. Bulk effect of like 5 seconds when respawning after death. It is removed when death duration ends or you enter the battle. Invisible to monsters. Incoming damage immunity. Immune to all crowd control. Except for unique crowd control of Colossus. And yeah, that's what I wanted to mention. Like, what about Colossus? But I guess, yeah, Colossus still applies. Unlock condition of trigger module eased. Catalyst reduction good. Because you like often don't need like every slot. But I think they should have done like 6, you know? Because like when you're unlocking Ultimate Descendant, you get 4, right? I think. 4 slots already catalysted. In ideal world, all those slots will be used for your modules. So you still have to use 6 catalysts, right? So unless you're using like those, like the low cost amount. So yeah, maybe you don't. So I guess makes sense. Energy activator use count maintained. Yeah, because there is only one. Reach arcade tuning level 40 and 10. I don't know. I think it had like a unique feeling, you know, like to unlock the additional module slot, you would need to reach to to unlock your arcade tuning fully. But I guess whatever. Blair. Okay, I will not be going like through each and every value which got changed because it will be lots of time. Synchronization value got lowered, and that's good because like he's probably okay. Out of curiosity, let's check just the skill power modifier. 300%. Okay, not bad. 2,800. That's almost like 4 times increase. 9,000. Almost 10,000. Bruh. Can we go higher? Seven, 8,000. 36,400. Dude, skill power modifier modules which they added, it will literally do like 0.001% damage increase. Recommend Soul Series man for the lore alone. Dude, I will not be able to roll like 10,000 times, you know, just to reach the next cinematic. Nah. Nope. That's not my jam. Okay, let me do this thing. And let's go to the Bull Crusher. If they brought up souls, maybe we want to do another Bloodborne. Bloodborne. I think was it Bloodborne? Did it had like the guns, you know? I remember one Souls-like game were having like some weapons. That was almost, you know, that was almost got me.
I'm Eckert from Data Intelligence. How can I help you?
Oh, those things didn't reset. I guess we can do energy activator one, whatever. Okay, let me do a walk washer. What is this? Content with ongoing events. This shows content with ongoing events. Content without an event is not shown. On completion accelerates... okay, so it's acceleration thingy. 150, 120, battlefield mission. Is it only acceleration? I think it's only acceleration, right? I think it was not really necessary. Like previously they were having like the short explanation. You complete the special operation, you get this amount of seconds as a reduction for research. And now actually we're having like 5 tabs of like wall of text. I don't know about it. Yeah, some flintstock pistol and blunderbuss guns, mainly for parry. But guns are for shooting, not, you know, for parry. Nah, I mean, like, the game is probably amazing, but, like, it's not my vibe, you know? Like, boom, 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 each time the boss hits you, boom, boom, boom. Nah. At most, if, you know, the lore is amazing, I could... Is it having messed up lighting, or it's, like, morning for Wall Crusher? Or they have, like, new weathers or something, I don't know. Bruh. Okay, yeah. Crap. Actually, let me check. Did we have bats? I think we had bats. Need to check. Nope. No ancestor module for me. Doubters win. After Elden Ring, I got a little tired of some games, but definitely a good series. Are they all tied together? Like Dark Souls, Elden Ring, Bloodborne. Like, is it all by the same company? Even same developers? Maybe same universe? Yo, Necron Overlord. That's the name of the unit which I'm playing as, you know, in Warhammer. What did we get? What is this? Your reward for Descendant Firepower checkpoint mission. Wait, what? Ah, the new events. We have to check that as well. Module box, this thingy. Glay module. It's not a box with the modules, it's just a glay module, believe. Give me glay module. Thank you. Okay, let me stand around here somewhere so we'll not get FPS drops. So, let's go back. 36.4 thousand damage, bruh. Like, bruh. I wish they would come up with a different mechanic to change the balance. Not just pumping up those numbers sky high. This is fine. Why is it bold? Next level recipe. Continuous damage, tripled. This one quadrupled. This one is really good. I think we need more such changes. Adjusted to allow faster transition into other action after use. So it's basically like the skill attack increase, skill speed increase, right? Which we wanted to have. That's a good start, good quality of life. Enzo. Multi-hit chance increase 20%. That's his passive, right? Yeah. So for like the default one and the compressed bullet plus 20%. The multi-hit chance. I wish they would not, you know, like apologically like explain and make an excuse like for the people who will not listen anyway for them and still continue to trash talk, you know, like all around. But let's see. Allows to explain the change of Serena's AoE firearm damage structure. Serena's redemption skill is designed to deal additional AoE firearm damage to individual target. This led to exponential increase in damage as the number of enemies increases. This is one of the main reasons why Serena has superior... Why is different like font size each time? Superior attack ability to other firearm-focused descendants. Well, TLDR, everyone sucks, except her. Okay. However, this structure had a huge impact on the firearm-based AoE damage balance standards. You didn't have any standards. Becoming a constraint that prevented the enhancement of the other firearm descendants or a weapon AoE performance above certain level. No, you know why they did that? All of that is just to, you know, like calm down the people who will be causing like the shitstorm. You know when they did that? You know why they didn't do that for like 1 year? Answer is simple. Transcendence weapons. They probably tested the new weapons and it was like nuclear with the like damage and whatever of Serena's ultimate. That's the only reason, I'm pretty sure. The development team concluded that if various growth elements, such as transcendent weapon updates, are added in the future, the current mechanics will hinder diversity of firearm designs in the long term. Community were saying that like for more than half a year. And now that we're having transcendent weapons, only now they actually decided to try, you know, to get out of their like comfort zone. Therefore, we have decided to adjust Serena's area attack ability. I'm actually already anticipating something, but we'll see. For additional firearm AoE damage effect, a very short cooldown is applied. They're not changing range. Applied to limit excessive scalability. Instead, wait, this will be applied. Why instead? The same additional firearm damage effect as other descendant is granted. What? Aiming to strengthen firepower against a single target compared to before. For the additional firearm AoE damage effect, a very short cooldown is applied to limit excessive scalability. Okay. Instead... Why instead? The same additional firearm damage effect as other Descendant is granted. What other Descendant? Aiming to strident firepower against a single target compared to... Dude, it's get a little confusing. I hope, you know, like the numbers will make sense. What? What are you nodding? You actually understand? This adjustment allows for more stable management of AoE damage performance while maintaining the strength of the firearm-based gameplay. This adjustment is not aimed to... excuse. We will continue to monitor data, excuse. I hope they will be more brave, you know, in the future for such stuff. Calculation of the multi-hit damage of the additional effect when using ancestor skill at general round firearm attack has been changed from addition to... Okay, so basically instead of 50% multi-hit you were getting as flat increase, you will just get the multiplication like as like weapon core, I guess. I'm clueless. Yeah. Respect, Andrew, for honesty. Redemption Judgment's firearm AoE damage is separated into base additional damage and AoE additional damage. Additional AoE damage on firearm attack. 350. They buffed it, no? Did they buff it actually? 300 is proportional of max HP. Cooldown 0.1 second. Additional damage on firearm attack. This one was the previous value for the AoE. Up to 312% proportional max HP without the cooldown. So basically if you're shooting single target, you still get the same crap which you did before, but if you're doing AoE stuff, like with the mobbing or whatever, you just get like 0.1 per second cooldown, and you get buffed damage a little bit. Let's actually check. So, 312 divided by 0.8. So you still need to have 39,000 HP for this stuff. And 305 divided by 0.9. Still. So basically they just buffed like plus 0.01% on this thing. You still need to have like 39,000 HP. I'm pretty sure it will not change much. Like, almost at all, and people will be still sending death threats to devs. We'll see. Divine Surge. The cost, the skill damage. Okay, skill damage got 5 times damage increase. Guys, Booba Smash got 5 times more Booba Smashing. Okay. Bruh. I have a little bit pity for the devs. The community is so unhinged, they have, you know, like such babysitting. Okay. Development team conducted a comprehensive analysis of various content play data, internal analytics after patch 3.2. That's the one which I released video for, right? The result confirmed that NS performance compared to other top-tier Descendants exceeds the intended level. Yeah, you don't say. One of the reasons I didn't play Weapon in S because it's just, it was so busted. It's just like, I didn't even want to, you know. And the gun build for NS, it was fun. I guess it depends on the person. In fact, it has demonstrated significantly higher efficiency and faster clear speed than other top-tier Descendants in key content such as Onslaught, Mode Stage 3, Accent, what? Bounty Dungeons. Bounty Dungeons, Onslaught, Mode Stage 3, and Brother, Axiom Plains. Guys, Ines was overpowered in this thing. So overpowered, they had to take measures. In this mission particularly. Maybe they mean dungeons. Maybe they miss dungeons word. Of course, some difference may come from each Descendant's characteristic and specialized areas. However, certain Descendant consistently demonstrate overwhelming their superior. After 1 year, they actually finally, admitted that. Players will inevitably gravitate. They always gravitate to meta builds. It's like, yeah, it's like it's just the life. Deal with it. Towards choosing the most efficient Descendant rather than choosing Descendant to suit. Yeah, that's what I always mentioned, right? People don't give a crap, about playing the game for fun. I mean, like, few do, and I have respect for that. But, like... By the way, I mentioned yesterday, Frogzax asked me if I still play World of Warcraft, and yes, I do. And after the new patch, after I reinstalled the game, I see the global chat, like each couple minutes. Guys, what is the meta? Guys, what is the most powerful character? Guys, what is the most strongest busting skills? I don't give a crap what I will have, like vibe with. Just, I want to click one button. I will be playing freaking like Snail with a turbo boost in my ass if it's just, the meta character. Every game, everyone wants the meta these days. Yeah, people rarely play for fun. We're in the development team. Apologize. Don't apologize. For not contacting through reviews and making necessary adjustments in advance. We conclude that the situation is not ideal for diversity in Descent selection and content experience. Dude, I've shown like the new Serena module is increasing your potential damage by 400,000%. So yeah, good story, guys. Therefore, we made the following adjustment to enhance performance. However, please be mindful that sessions in Descent approach performance excuses and more excuses. So, basic skill and common changes. Plasma Oscillation. Adjusted damage multiplier. Dark Current from 2.3 to 0.69.
Nice.
Caster Skill Power and Plasma Condensation. So, basically, it's not just like basic default non-red. It's also affects, I guess, the Plasma Bullet. So, it's like almost 4 times... damage decrease. And Plasma Condensation. Is it the newest module? Let's see. Yeah, it's the newest one. Also around 4 times. But considering how much, fire rate and crap you could get for the like Plasma Bullet, it's literally nothing. I mean, this one is literally nothing compared to this one. Let's actually check. I like Eminem, but this song is like super sad. So, Dark Current. So this is the previous like value which I calculated before. So let's say this one is max hit, which I was usually doing with the second skill against the max resistance mobs. So if the mob have like 94 damage reduction, so I was doing around this damage within the second skill. Now, Dark Current, this one is actually having damage without the resistance, so it's like almost 700,000. It's old value, by the way. So almost 700,000 damage. Let's take damage reduction against this dude. Or we remove the damage reduction altogether. So let's say without any resistances, the max hit would be almost 9 million like for the second hit and 700,000 for the Dark Current. So it deals around like 8% of damage, DPS damage. So this is like the potential damage when you're using the skill module, the new skill module. But obviously it will be higher because like of amount. Okay, for single target it will be almost 8%. We will not count like every mob which, you know, Ines can hit. Now, so this one was 8% of the... Guys, why you're not saying that you cannot see thingy? So, again, without any resistances, let's not make it complicated for now. Like, my build was dealing around 9 million damage, like the pure damage, and the passive was dealing around 700,000 HP damage, like, per hit. So, it's around like 8%, you know, DPS from the second skill. But it was using the old formula, which is like 8%, right? So now, how much it was actually? Let's check. So 8, 2.4, right? 2.4. Oops. So it's like 5-6% like DPS loss. So for the skill build, it's literally nothing. But Plasma Bullet got... So yeah. I think it's like whatever. But I already predict like the people in the forums, Reddit or whatever, like kill yourself, so you don't hurt my boba. Something like that. We already seen that in the world chat yesterday, even before the, you know, the chat, not the chat, but patch got hit. So yeah, we didn't even have the patch notes, people already threatening. Bruh, molding. Weapon rebalance. Divine Punishment, the final masterpiece. Good, we'll take a look at that at some point. Probably not today, but you know, I'm still curious. This one will be probably like some Eugen stuff, but I'm kind of hyped a little bit about final masterpiece. I liked the design of the previous one. I hope they didn't, you know, change much. When hits the common monster cause frosty explosion. When hits elements drops ice. I think they actually broke the identity of the weapon. So if you remember, the final masterpiece was having like the RNG to have like each attribute effect. You could get like the poison pools, like the fire stuff, the like ice stuff, and electricity as well. It looked cool, but it was having like the low scalability because like it was created before the content got, you know, like updated. We had so much power creep that the final masterpiece was kind of so-so. It was still usable for fun, but like obviously it's not for endgame. But now they just removed all of that and just caused like just frosty explosion and icicles. I'm a little bit disappointed. So the old video of Hailey clearing 4 hands in less than 4 minutes with that weapon, I almost built it. Dude. I think that's a nerf. That's a huge nerf. Like, you know me, I'm playing builds for fun, but like, I don't care if it like deals more damage now, but if it's not having like the, you know, unique ability, it's basically just, you know, shitty icicles instead of like cool apocalypse effects, elemental effects. Apocalypse. But damn, kinda sucks. I will be honest. Change the core type of 3 ultimate weapons. Currently, cores are retained even after the core type change. So you could... Do I have... Well, let's check. Do I have 8 times cores? I want to see how it looks like. Dude, literally every time you look at World Chat, there is a, like, bikini. Let's go. Give me items with the sprint core and, like, I don't know, some red module or whatever. Attached items. I don't care about attached items. Give me name. Specialized core, precision core, strike core. Maybe it's not retained. I guess they changed the third and fourth one, or the fourth one and fifth one. Strike core. No, strike core is the red one, right? So they changed the third and fourth one, I think. I actually don't have it. 𝐂𝐫𝐶 Devotion. I probably don't have any cores on that weapon. What is it? Frost Watcher. Am I blind? Oh, here it is. Fuck. Those ads. Have to delete all my builds with the CD change. A bunch of them has the double hunter set. Yeah, some of mine as well. Completionist, you got everything maxed? Yes. Okay. But, bruh, cringe. So, the journal, frogs. Everything. The records. Everything. Achievements I didn't bother too much because some of them are like really not making sense. Like a cat 60 catalyst, like every Descendant, bruh, like it's useless. You would need to spend like 1 year of research or like literally farm every event to get like those catalysts for every Descendant to get 60 catalysts. This is such waste of time, you're not even getting anything for it. I mean, you're getting the progress of the medal, but bruh, I ain't doing that. Let's do a quick break. I'm gonna get some water, be right back. Yes, yes, more crashes, let's go. Optimize the game, devs.
Unfortunately, we couldn't see.
Final round.
Final round. Fight!
Actually, you're having weapon, guys, so maybe I should just catapult my ass. Right. Fair and balanced. Is it the correct one? So, Firepower core, Nazaistress, and truly deadly arson. I probably don't have them, right?
That is a fucking player.
Like the cores in those weapons. Why it's always resetting filters here? Devs, please. Yeah, I don't have cores in this one, and Deadly Arson I never used, I think. I maxed the unique ability, but I don't think I... Okay, I used it. To get to level 40, so I'll get mastery rank, right? But like, I never bothered to build it. Right. Added a screen where you can check activity information. Go to info, arcade, like info tab or whatever. Oh, this one, right? Weapon option. Oh no. So what is the max I can get? I think actually I had the max on the 𝐂𝐫𝐞𝐚. Like people were flexing in the world chat about, you know, the max value, but I think I actually always had higher. So max, 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 max. Yep, my 𝐂𝐫𝐚 is like the only character which I really care to min-max because of how many nerfs she had. So yeah, 85,930. I don't think you can get higher than that. So, leaderboard ranking reward, whatever. I'm not running the... I didn't run Tormentor like hundreds of times this time. Actually, in previous time as well. Battle Pass weekly changes. So they're changing the Void Abyss Intercept battle into usual battle. We have to check that as well, I guess. HQ special orders. Whatever. We just pick up the catalyst materials and that's it probably. Mr. Burger. Limited bundle. Ultimate Blade Descendant bundle. Serena Descendant. What, they have the new... Hey, wait a sec. So the burger is actually not for event, right? Damn. You know why damn? The skin is not bad, but... if they'll be using those metrics later on, like shareholder meeting or whatever, they will be like, we created the male skin. No one... well, okay, not no one, but like... barely anyone was buying that. So we will continue, you know, to focus imbalances on the female descendants and the skins. Hopefully it will not be like that. The skin is cool, but let's be real, it will be much less popular than, you know, the skin without the skin. So, actually vice versa. The skins with lots of skin. Okay, let's check. Let's check the bundles. Awesome burger. What was that highlight? I can scroll them. Jaber. I cannot scroll that, guys. The user experience. We want to scroll. I'm gonna be the burger guy. Okay, Andrew. Andrew will boost those sales metrics for the burger. For the male skin, I mean. Deadly burger. They really need to make those 𝐂𝐶s per descendant. This one would be so much cooler to have for Blair, but like not anyone else probably. Maybe 𝐂𝐵𝐴. But okay, Lepic as well. But like not for everyone. Okay, not bad, not bad. Regular skin, yes, crisp fry, yes, we checked that. Limited skin, made uniform, and Albion cavalry. The Sharon skin, double Sharon skin actually, for the frogs. Okay, that's some bikini stuff. What are those? The following projects will be available starting 23rd. Ah, okay, it's in a week. Okay, so it's not yet available. Super confusing. Login events. Okay, we'll check that. All the events will be in one place. Content improvements. Void Intercept Battle Death Stalker is now solo matchmaking. How long have passed since the last time, you know? They actually made solo matchmaking for those bosses. Shouldn't get the new skins next week. Like not exactly new skin, but I guess returning skins. Reduce the overall difficulty of Encrypted Vault minigame. Enzo and Nell's minigame can be played even at easier difficulty. Okay. It was okay. Maybe it's difficult. Improved Season 2% Void Vessel main quest. You can complete the records collections. Okay. Predicts with completed radio communications. More quests got removed for some reason. Objectives, I mean, not quest. The Descendant XP, HP support content, archive shards, initial completion. I'm still not a big fan of archive shards, you know? I think, like, compared to our grind, which we did, like, for those initial blueprints, we kind of felt rewarding, you know? Like, after we got, like, our favorite Descendant or, like, you know, ultimate upgrade. But now they're just getting like pile of RK shards and just build that. It's kind of, I don't know. Change the placement of some reward modules. Common ultimate tier modules played field mission and transcendent tier module played field mission completion reward. So basically they're swapping places, right? Okay, I'm not going through all of that. All the loot tables. Removed anti-void shield appearing in the around emergency mission destruction device and on-slot mode. They should have moved that above, right? So I guess it's like those temporary missions, which you having like the timed events. And I remember like one device was having like the blue shield around it. So yeah, maybe for some Descendant it was asked to complete. Added external component rewards. Dude, I think they added already like 3 times. Is it like more even? For the Colossi as well? It's not Colossi, Commanders. 2 sets. They really like, you know, like to remove stuff from the Abyssal, not Abyssal, but like the Intercept bosses. Like, I don't know, correct me if I'm wrong, but like, I was having more fun, you know, going to like some Void boss, even though it was one shot when you got to the end game. But you actually went to the boss, which drops the set. You were, you know, like killing the boss to get the good options. Now you just get like 3 guaranteed sets or whatever, like each time you complete the dungeon. I don't know about that. It's just like, you know, the game says, oh, you completed dungeon, here, 12 pieces of component set on your head. Just like, ooh, pile of component sets on you. But yeah, with the bosses, it was like, I think it was dropping like 2 pieces each time you kill the boss. It's kind of looter shooter game, so, you know, have to, you know, grind like for a bit at least. Equipment and modules. Adjusted stats for each enhancement level common and rare modules. All stats before max enhancement levels are adjusted to max level. I don't know. Why? Why spend time on that? So they basically said like, let's say the modules having like level 1 to 10. Level 10 is the same, but level 1 to 9 is just having changed stats. I don't know why. Category Descendant rarities maximize efficiency. Enhancement level 5 to 10. Skill cost 15 points. Improved the stat of 1 Descendant module. That's actually level 10 module. Wait a second. It's not efficiency. Damn it. I thought that's a maximize conservation. Yeah. I guess I can replace this one. 20% skill power modifier. Let me show you what I did. So, 20... this one. I placed this one instead of maximize efficiency. What was that? Maximize conservation. So, I had this one. Skill cost 35% and skill power modifier removed 20%. But basically with such skill power modifier, that's why I'm against them. That's, you know, like change usually. Since we have like now almost 40,000% skill power modifier. Because like the skill power modifier as a stat from like modules or other like items in the game, it becomes like useless. Literally like 0.1 less even damage increase. So yeah. But I guess since Glade doesn't have any MP, I can just use this module. So I will be getting 0.1% damage. Right. So we had the upgrade. But I almost got hyped. I almost thought, you know, it could be different module, but oh well. Unified dismantling materials, weapons, external components, and reactors by level 199. Maybe it will help new players. Kinda questionable, but maybe new players will have like quality of life because of that. For the like research materials. Improved the component and content supply mission. The represents in single tier, designated and drop collectibles when defeated in combat. It's not collectibles as per launch collectibles, right? It's probably like some, I don't know, like modules or whatever. I don't know. Or maybe new players struggled with that. Void Vessel, assume the bridge zone. Commander Dread Armor will now immediately stop its current action, transition to the next phase when the phase change occurs. I guess it's the case when you were seeing him walking around the room, right? Like with the 0 HP. Improve the made for seamless display of monsters' shoot effects and heat check. Probably some behind the scenes stuff, right? Monsters repeat fire pattern. The hit range of repeat fire is reduced. Adjusted repeat fire frequency and counts for solo plays. I really hope it's those stupid miniguns which having the godlike aim. Doesn't matter what you are doing, like they will literally hit every bullet with super deadly precise like hit rate. Like, it doesn't matter, you have like 20-30,000 HP, you get a couple of those guys in onslaught, GG. Like if they have RNG to spawn at the same time. Did you use the VFX flashing animation in the jail for confinement effect to improve players' comfort? Confinement effect. Isn't it like the dungeon? A sculptor or architecture boss or whatever? Or maybe it's Sigma Sector. No, I think they actually fixed the Sigma Sector for Dias like flashbang, right? So maybe it's like one of the new Axiom dungeons. Change the monster skill interruption effect to weaken skills. Dude, the flying toilet got nerfed. Unified Commander's monsters weaken skills before skill interruption. Effect duration. Unified. Thank you, devs. Appreciate devs. Good job, devs. You listen to community, devs. Kinda took like almost a year, but dude, that's the stuff which I was complaining about. When you get like skills disabled for the skill Descendant, you get like the game pause for like 10 seconds. It's such stupid game mechanic, it's unreal. And now you just get skill power down. I will take that. Because you're dealing 0 damage, since you cannot cast anything. But now you will be just dealing weaker damage. So yeah. Change the maximum count of spheres summoned by single champion with special effect fires, chill, electric sphere, or toxic sphere to 1. Is it those like an onslaught spheres? Change the maximum counter electric sport. But we mostly having like the ice spheres now, which are like nuking our asses. But if it's this one for onslaught, that's nice. Because having like, if you have like at least 2 of them, GG. Like most of the time you're dead if you're like resurrecting someone, like even lying around, you just get like obliterated and you consume the respawn token. So, someone wishes me good night. Good night. So, finish the range attack and breach this charger. Health reach players and drops midway, and total damage Colossus reach certain threshold of the Colossus battle. Colossus will drop HP, MP, and all types of bullets. I know about that. Yeah, Bambalem is actually really good stuff, so let's Bambalem a little bit louder. What is actually he singing about? Like, what are those words, Bambalem? HP word, like Colossus will be dropping warps, I don't know, it's kind of dumb, no? In my opinion. Like, he's supposed to, like, to summon those mobs, you kill those mobs, you get the resupply. It's kind of mechanic. But now just Colossi will be shooting bullets. I don't know about that. No idea, but it's cool. So, when I was a kid, there were 2 things which I never understood. Like, what is the Bambalem? And GTA Vice City, which I actually played on Friday. Like the first cinematic. Like I also mocked the dude who was saying like the Sony saying about the Tommy. So Tommy Vercetti, about. Dude, I still have no idea what actually he says. let's actually check like for the lols. GTA Vice City. I know transcription. Mission transcripts. Ay, damn it. It's not in the order. What was the name of the first mission? GTA Vice City mission list. Introduction, Sonny Forelli. Introduction. Oh, this one probably. Tommy Vercetti? Huh, shit, didn't think they would ever let him out. For real? And I actually didn't understand that. Tommy Vercetti? Huh, didn't let him out. Something like that. I always, was figuring out what he actually says in that cinematic. GTA City introduction. Let me. It probably makes sense if you, if you listen to that. YouTube, don't be a biatch. Unless my internet is like playing around. God damn it, it's not even this one, bruh. Okay, I guess my YouTube is like having some stroke or whatever. Maybe because I'm streaming to it, or like 2 streams, I don't know. Like both vertical and horizontal. Bruh, are you kidding me? Who gives a crap about those intros? Unless it's San Andreas.
Tommy Vercetti? Shit. Didn't think they'd ever let him out.
Like, dude, when I was a kid, I literally had no idea what he says.
Tommy Vercetti? Shit. Didn't think they'd ever let him out.
Right, let's continue. Just the following colossi to maintain frenzied mode for 90 seconds, rather tanking the mode indefinitely. Gravewalker. Really? Gravewalker actually was having infinite immunity. Soapwalker and Frostwalker. So basically those beachy crabs, right? Okay. If you successfully destroy Colossus parts and disable Frenzied Mode, Colossus again groggy for a long time. Groggy. So Colossus will go to sleep or something? Interesting. This is the time needed for occupation to avoid intercept Deathstalker Frenzied Mode to 30 seconds. Dude, Deathstalker got nerfed twice in the same day. Collectibles. Ooh, whatever, that's launch stuff. We'll still collect them, I guess, but we'll see. Party. I never used that. Change UI as a partnership. Dude, that's actually so stupid. Correct me if I'm wrong, but who had an issue of having like the private and public operation like being the first one and the second one? Now, what will happen? We're going to weekly stuff. I'm looking at the chat, I'm talking with the chat, and I'm just pressing this button to queue. And I will be going into public when I want to go to the private. Why? Devs. Who had like issues with them, you know, like being the first and second one? And when I want to go public to get the support like rewards, I will be pressing this one, and intuitively I will be pressing this button. And I will be not able to queue because I'm not reading those buttons anymore. I know that, you know, like what I need to press to get somewhere. I didn't know about that. Who asked? Literally. Improvement is made to display the current Descendant expected skill damage, decrease on the results screen when you readjust ancestor module. Oh, let's try that. I'm curious. Most people was doing private to make impression. That actually makes so much sense. Genius. Andrew, you're a genius. 200 IQ. Good one. After the adjustment, expected damage displayed on screen will only appear correctly if the module belongs to the Descendant currently in use. So they made a feature and they had excuse already, you know, that it will not work correctly if you're not using it. Okay, humor me. It will confuse so many new players. You know why? Because if they have some module, like 90... No, it's not useful. I mean, questionable. So, what happens? 99% of the people will be rolling the new module. That's the first thing. The second one, they will, like most players don't know, like diminishing returns or whatever, right? So if they have a module with a non-attribute, they have enlightened mage set with non-attribute, they have modules with non-attribute, the usual modules, this non-attribute skill power boost ratio will be like much lower. And if you will have something like dimensional skill power boost ratio here, but lower than this one, like just the non-attribute, if it would be much more. Also, as we discussed on the dev live stream, no one knows how expected damage is calculated in this game. Literally no one except devs. Because if I like show you this one, the max skill hit, right? When I will go to the lab and I put the level 1 mob with the 0 electric resistance, most of the time I will get this number. Like when I'm making builds, you know, like going here, the max hit damage, like this one, Like, I was testing with the bunny usually. So I was getting the exact same number, you know, like when I'm building the character. So yeah. But how they are calculating this damage, I don't know. Maybe it makes sense, but like when you're hitting the mob, it doesn't make freaking sense. Right. Improvement made blah blah blah. We just went through that. Highlight UI animation occurring Volgas by a chip. Actually, they already did it like last time now. Remove the Colossus Intercept Battle Challenge from the Colossus list. Group some acquisition information library. Acquisition information library. Content. Some useless modules. Target reward pop-up. Will be removed from the library. The ones which you cannot get target reward, which actually was confusing me as well. Especially the new trigger module boxes. They were keeping adding those, and each time you want to like mark it as a target reward, you could not. Actually, you could, but it was a bug. You would not get anything out of that, and later on they will just remove that. But yeah, so I guess you cannot do that anymore, maybe. Unless, you know, in the next patch they will copy-paste something again. The Wind Intercept Battle Abyss is removed. The main quests are getting removed. Damn! Like so much quest stuff got removed in this patch. Increase the maximum number of friends and blocked players from 100 to 200. Yo, that will actually, for the guys who likes to announce, you know, in the world chat, I blocked you. I blocked you. They will be having now 200 slots for that. Damn it. That's the nerf. That's the nerf for us. Listening, you know, for all those blockers. People who has, you know, the block button control. You can use shape stabilizers. Yo. I think it's all of them, right? It's like not following, but like all of them. Let's check. There's 50 of them, right? 40. Okay, so you can use on 40 instead of 50. Actually, let me check. How much is there? 50. Okay, so 10 are missing. Shackles of Mortality. So that's the new weapon. Interesting. I wonder what's missing here. But obviously I will not be comparing. Reduce the number of required materials for research refined axiom crystals. Keracid. I think Keracid was for the weapon core unlocker, right? So it's like with the axiom crystal is a weapon core unlocker. Remove basic materials that are no longer used from the library. Oh no. I'll be having like less completed stuff. Oh. Fixed an issue where some incorrect skill description. Failed to work on effects granting a skill. Fixed an issue where effects fail to work when certain effects. Where effects fail to work when certain effects are granting in some Descendant skills and modules. That's very detailed, and literally amount of people who will not understand that will be 0. Dude, like, I don't know, like, at least one effect, you know, which got fixed or something, but oh well. Fixed description of the impact rounds, skill tilt up and Sharon, ultimate Sharon, so that condition for grand concession actual behavior. The target with the highest HP, some targets with the highest HP within the range. Yeah. Fix an issue where enhanced ultimate weapon shackles mortality displayed recall down in red despite it being a buff. I actually noticed it when I was building it. The description of unique ability ultimate shackles mortality, some localization stuff, character change direction, certain conditions when using special attack of ultimate weapon, Deus Ex Manus. It's like, that was an issue, I remember. Fixed the issue, recovery displayed assistance inversion, some tooltips, RK parameter options appearance will applied incorrectly. The same RK parameter options appeared repeatedly regardless of selected round. So those are... Actually, if it will fix the thing which happening to me sometimes, You start the onslaught, you get like same perks, like in multiple slots, but when you reroll, you get that perk again. So like in some cases you could get like 3 or more of the same stuff. Good stuff, good stuff. Fix an issue event to skip a little bit, whatever. Some UI stuff. Do help guide, accelerate research, guidance to explain. Terminal NPC, there's a spawn animation failed. Oh, I noticed that. Like, they were like almost deposing at the beginning. Incorrect size and customize spawn preview. Descendant appears in incorrect size? Damn. I would love to see, like, you know, baby easy mode or whatever. Unless it's like vice versa. Fix an issue with monster blah blah blah. Monster explosion effect is not displayed when you turn off explosion effect. So cinematic replay. Okay, so we are done. Overall, not bad. Some questionable stuff, but we'll see. We'll see. So, what's next? Events. New skins we checked. The events, collectibles we can check later on. So let's see. Let's see. My shark skin is still missing. 1 day. It will be tomorrow. This will be completed today. Voting. I already voted. Guys, don't forget to vote. Preferably, you know, not for pasties or whatever. Please care about the new player retention. But oh well. I'm not saying what to vote. So, free diving gear. Oh, you know what that actually reminded me? And this one is also a teaser. I think lots of people are questioning where the fucking pool? Why it's actually is not here? Kind of reminds me the same like as with the evolution skins, right? Like, okay, evolution skins I guess probably taking lots of effort to make the new one, but like the pool is already there. They actually took that photo. Is it actually a pool? I think it's a pool, right? Why? They just, you know, don't place those textures back, just remove the Spotify sponsorship or whatever, and they just place those things back. I don't know, it doesn't seem to be having like lots of effort compared to the stuff which they did, like rebalancing the module stats for level from 1 to 9. Like, why? Instead, they could, you know, place the pool back. I personally don't care about the pool, but like for the fan service, you know, people want to have a pool, so yeah, and it will kind of make sense, you know, like all the dudes running around with naked ass and bikini. What for the princess outfit? 𝐂𝐶𝐞𝐚. I don't recall the Red Princess, like the name. I don't recall the names of the outfits, but I vote for the male one and the bike. The 𝐂𝐵. Actually, it's a 𝐂𝐵. The Hell Bicycle, I think... The bicycle. The Hell Cycle, I think it's a little bit too metal, but still, I voted for another bike. Okay, anything else here? So this is this skin. This one is this skin, I guess. So it's a Sharon skin as well. So frogs, this time, you know, don't miss it. Descendant Firepower. Fire Reactor Enhancement. Complete the Sigma Sector Broken Boundary Mission 20 times! Holy crap. Selectable rewards. I have every module, so I don't really need that. But 20 times? Damn. It's a little bit, you know, a little bit too much in my opinion. Defeat enemies with the Fire Descendant. Oh, that will be doing as a Blair, of course. Actually, we'll see. Maybe Serena. Maybe. No promises though. We need silly metal. Oh, I don't think it's silly. It's a hardcore. Like Bambies running around with bikinis and naked asses will not vote for that. It's probably too metal for them. Defeat enemies with Blair. Defeat enemies with Serena. Hey. Okay, it's the same. Never mind. So it's 15,000 and 15,000 for each. So Sigma sector and a fire reactor. Ooh, what is this? Assemble event. Be sure to claim events within the remaining time. Even after fully achieving the personal contribution, you can continue to contribute to the world completion. World co-op goal. Complete the Sigma sector mission at any difficulty. Time remaining until attribute bonus change. Today's attribute toxic ×2. Damn. I thought that's actually, you know, you could scroll to the right. Personal contribution. Probabilistic. Okay, so it's not selectable. This is the selectable. So you get the 6 ancestor module, which you have like for your favorite descendant, and 15 RNG, right? Daily personal goal. 1000 enemies. Probabilistic as well. This one could be selectable. But oh well. Idea is super cool. But it's a little bit underwhelming, I think. I think it should have like the scroll bar here and have more rewards, you know? Just my personal opinion. But it's also like only 7 days, right? They could make it longer, but like, I like that. I like that. Like the contribution from every player in the game, and you have also some personal rewards. That's really cool. So, daily stuff still remains, and weekly stuff still remains. So, did I miss the Wall Crusher? I think I missed the Wall Crusher. Just by 1 minute. Yep, that actually sucks.
Denied.
Damn it. Oh well. You get your best back.
Would you like to access the laboratory?
So, guys. Maybe I will, you know. I will be biased still in the end, but which build we're making? Loading, hello? Damn it, I spilled the water a little bit. God damn. Build? Yeah, this is the game where you're making builds, not running around with bikinis. Serena Booba Smash. God damn it. Any other options? It's not even a new module, Andrew. Not even a new module. Later is better. But he has lots of options now. How to access all those news commands? I mean, are these written somewhere? Yes, in the Discord. There's our economics channel. There's plenty of stuff. Actually, how did you figure out the suction if you didn't see, like, those commands? Did someone else use it before that? But yeah, I migrated from channel points and we have, like the personal economy now. It's Andrew. Andrew is promoting our stuff. Good. Alright, boys. Let's get stuff done.
This operation?
Mr. Blair. Actually, I don't have the trigger module for him. Now I have, because I only had like 8 catalysts. Guys, let's do it properly. Let's do some cool stuff. Section this Freeman are in the description. It is. It's universal command. Hashtag sounds. Check the description. We have a separate channel for those list of sounds. If I would describe every command with the sound, it would take 300 commands or something, so... Nah.
Toxic player.
Toxic player. Me? Nah. Of course, my timings, the end of the song, feels good, man. It was supposed to be some, you know, a rock. But it's kind of still, you know, it's still okay. This is the description. I'm a YouTube user that wants to share stream description. It's like you don't have to apologize for that, but on the YouTube, those commands are working. The main reason I migrated, you know, those from the channel points, because the channel points were exclusive to Twitch, and that's why I coded like separate thingy, which is now having like those commands which are working across the platforms. But if you join the Discord, the Aura Economics channel has all those commands. If you mean the sound commands, like in that channel, it's described as #sound. And the sound is being italic. And description says, if you want to have a list of sound, check this message. It has a link to the message. It has like the huge list of sounds which we have. That's actually really, really good point, you know? Like, if you think some descriptions are not clear, please let me know, because it's really important for me, so like people, you know, will understand. Like, we have some Andrew dude here, you know, who said everything is Gucci, but like, initially he were like brute forcing that as well. So, yes, we need to figure it out. I currently will not care about like, actually I never care about the meta shmeta ooga booga clear screen 360 no scope with a single press of a button, like I'm usually saying in my videos. I want to find the thingy which is having levitation. Let's see. This is the flamethrower, this is nope. Not this one. Not this one. I already checked this one. Killer recipe. Maybe it's this one. Yep, that's the one I think. Guys, I think we found our, you know, our skill. When you smith air and increase to skill power and airborne duration. Well, we can test it. We need some random reactor. Give me electric reactor because it's the new meta. Wait a sec. Can you actually, you know, when they were showing it in the live stream?
Prepping time.
How do you actually stand, like on the in the air? Stay in the air, I mean. It's in the air after using the skill temporarily decreases fall speed. But it's like, what? It's... Oh, maybe you have to cast some stuff to stay in the air. Probably have to some sort of like cooldown reduction. Jump and use the first skill. No, didn't change much for me. Okay, let's do like some random cooldown, whatever. Dimension, focus. Actually, we don't even need that anymore, right? Dimension and fire, 74.3. How much cooldown reduction? 3 seconds. So the cap now is Right, okay, it makes sense. Like, before it was cooldown probably like much higher, right? Because, like, my brain automatically thinks, you know, like the max cooldown will be... The minimum cooldown will be 1.2 seconds, but it will not be. Yeah, this one. But 74.3. You're losing 0.7... I think they really didn't play good with the numbers. So basically what they did, they just said, we want to remove, you know, like those two modules. And just add like either arcade tuning or something else. Okay, it's cooldown 62. What am I missing? 7.4. I don't think they changed those values, right? Yeah, those are still the same. No, Carnage. Those commands are like for the bot. Have you joined the Discord? Unless you don't have a Discord. Oh, guys, free game. Oops. No. It's this one. I don't use Discord. That's a freaking good point then. Let me write it down. What if people don't use Discord? But yeah, that's kind of like having that wall of text into the stream description. That would be probably, you know, too much. I will have to think something. But in the description under the stream, you will find like at least the Gamba commands. But yeah, I'm having like more than 300 sounds, I think, and like different effects. Yeah, like it's not gonna be in the stream description. Twitch will say probably go F yourself. Like with all the descriptions and stuff. As it is, I'll copy from interior someone would use the new one. Check the description. There are some commands, like Gamba. Obviously you will not know like every command from like the sound stuff, but still. That way you couldn't without Discord either. True. That's true. But, Carnage, you have exclamation mark RNG. And it will say which sound was playing. So, back to this crap. How do we optimally reach 75% by their new design? I'm already capping now. Oh, let me check. Yeah, I'm already capping. But the cooldown reduction is basically 3 seconds still on the first skill. So you cannot spam it. I don't know. Maybe it gets a little bit time to get used to that. Because I have a feeling, you know, like maybe cooldown got like nerfed a little bit. But I don't think that's the case, right? Right, so let's see. So this one is just taking those things. This is usual projectiles. And if you use the fourth skill,
I love it.
I don't know. Like, am I missing something?
I bet you feel the heat.
That's the only time you can be in the air. It's kind of a little bit too low in my opinion, no? I mean, you can change those skins, like, as long as you have cooldown, I guess. And then maybe, you cannot use the hook instantly. Let me check. Mid-air, temporary unavailable. Take that thing. So, let's see. But it auto aims towards the enemy. Even though, you know, I want to get on top. Sometimes it actually pulls to the enemy.
I love it.
Okay, let's read a bit. So, cooldown cost whatever, explosion damage whatever, when in mid-air damage reduction, when used in mid-air also damage increase, explosion damage range 5 meters, and you cannot increase the range? Yo, guys, I guess Blair actually broke the record. Like the lowest cooldown range, not cooldown range, the lowest expandable range was 150 on the Glay after the nerf. And now we have literally 100%. Damn. Because usually they are not even showing. They're not even showing the max range if it doesn't have increase. Fire interval. 0.3 seconds fire count increase every 70. Oh, that's what they did on the dev live stream. That's what they did, probably. This one doesn't have duration. 6% fusion. Nope, we don't have fusion. Maximize duration, skill extension. Okay, let's see. Let's see how it works now. Now we're talking. That's what they've shown on the dev live stream. So now you're using this and you're almost getting your cooldown back. Can you do... Dude, you know what they could do? You know what they actually could do with this thing? If you could strafe with that. That would be cool. Now we can do it like infinitely with the cooldown. Now we're talking. Okay, Mr. Blair. So, I will be definitely making this build. I don't care if there'll be some like meta, whatever the fuck. I you know, like create my builds based on fun. So let's upgrade this module instantly. We will cook with this one. But by the strafe I mean, like, so you don't have to turn your camera, right? You just like shoot your projectiles, hold the A or D, press the skill, and you get like to the left or right side. The new CD change is confusing me, but Harris was almost perfectly optimized to have exactly 90 with passives. You will still have the same, Andrew. So let's make an example. You have 100 seconds 100 seconds cooldown, original skill cooldown. And you previously were collecting 90%, the cap, to get the 10-second cooldown. Makes sense? Should make sense, probably. Now, they reduced the cap to 75%. Like, normally, that would mean that you would get like 25-second cooldown on your skill, right? No. They reduced every skill cooldown in the game, so you will get back your 10-second cooldown just by having 75% cooldown reduction. Stupid ads. Let's do a quick break. Be right back. I missed 4 bullets. Nice. Look at him go. He's tanking like 10 bullets. The fuck? What happened? Why you have 0 kills, Andrew? Did I just kill myself? In the game for AI slop, which is scanning and listening. So, Andrew, did you get what I've meant with the cooldown? I can make, you know, better example maybe. So, guys, well, as for the sake of example, let's have a 100-second cooldown. Just imagine, like, without any modules, literally, like, without any modules, you get, like, 100-second cooldown. I was worried about that. I mean that I don't know how to extract cooldown from Harris. Since the only thing I have is 2 cooldown mods on her. But if you had 90% exactly cooldown reduction, you probably were having as well like the arcade tuning. No? Maybe. I don't remember exact numbers for Harris, but still. But yeah, for everyone else, you know, like who is confused by the cooldown. So imagine you have a 100-second cooldown, right? Like original, without any mods, arcade tuning, reactor, like literally just original one. So, and you were reaching the cap which is was the max amount you could get, cooldown reduction, which is like 90%.
Another one.
Yeah, I would rather do like this because it's 90%. Okay. So the cooldown reduction. You would get 90% cooldown reduction. You would get 10-second cooldown. I'm probably making it more confusing, right? She has 24 on passive, so the new deal is at 55 to get this, the 75. Yes, but what is the question? I have 69 still. Nice. But like with the same setup, without changing anything, you were having like 90%, and now suddenly you have like 69%? Nah, that cannot be true. The question, how to extract this cooldown from her? What do you mean by extracting cooldown from her? Andrew, what the fuck? Okay, guys, let me make it like less confusing. So 100-second cooldown on your ultimate, let's say, right? Previously you were collecting like 90% cooldown reduction, which is like reduces that skill to 10 seconds, right? Now you only have 75% cooldown cap. Normally that would be a nerf, right? Like if you would go like that, you would get 25 seconds. That's crap. So what they did instead, they reduced all the cooldowns in the game by 60%. So basically multiply 0.4. So the skills which had like 100 seconds, now having 40 seconds original cooldown. So now when we get 75% cooldown cap, we get 10 seconds again. Something like that. Questions, class? No question. We have to extract the cooldown from her to get 50 to 55. Remove. Okay. I was thinking, you know, you want to squeeze the more cooldown reduction from Paris. I have like super confused face expression.
Modules will make you strong.
But Andrew, you don't need to. Like you, well, okay, let me put it this way. So do you have anything to replace, anything to add instead of those? But to optimize her. So 69 is what is that? Nimble fingers. This one's 61, I guess. You have two focuses mods, no? I could add the yellow mod. So, like, you probably need to give me a list of every cooldown you have, not just, you know, like, vaguely saying, like, I have two mods. But I still will be also figuring out, you know, like, how to optimize the builds, which I already made on YouTube, to get like to that 75% for sure. Because remember we were watching dev live stream, I instantly spotted the difference, right? Like what they did, they actually, that search bar is tilting me. Like you click, you want to type something and it just randomly stops working. So, like whatever, like fire dimension. So what they did, don't mind it for now. What they did, someone from their developer team was like, we need to reduce like the module consumption of the cooldown. Let's take the focus module on attribute and let's take focus module on type. So that's 12.2. Hey Kari, yo, how's it going? Remove resources of the reactor, all at 69. Well, you removed the reactor. But to optimize that, I cannot tell you right now because I will be doing it myself for my builds. But yeah, if I'm not wrong, with modules, 4 modules, reactor, and the arcade tuning, you would get 87.2 cooldown reduction. Someone from the developer team was like, so I need to reduce that to 75. So without taking into account reactor, arcade tuning, they just, like, we're sitting on this window probably, minus 6.1. Minus 6.1. Job's done. The ticket is closed. They didn't care about reactors, arcade tuning, hunter set, nothing. They just went, like, you know, with the focus. Because the issue is, thank you, Kari. The issue is, like, whenever you're replacing those focus on something modules with the usual, like, let's say, I don't know, like fire mastery or whatever, like those things, like fire integration, I know, no, not integration, like what was the another one? Specialist, mastery, amplification, probably not, because every, like, Descendant is now having the crit build now, except Kyle, I think. But yeah, like if you replace it with a fire specialist or like fire mastery or whatever, like you will not get, like, most of the time significant damage increase. But if you would add those numbers into, like, reactor, remove the cooldown from reactor and replace that cooldown with the, like, tech power boost ratio or whatever, you would get much more damage increase than replacing those modules. So what they did, I think it was like the super shortcut, you know? Like, I don't want to be, you know, like, too harsh, but it was like kind of low effort in my opinion, just to, like, remove those focus on whatever modules. So yeah, it kind of sucked. No, it's maybe it doesn't suck, but could be better. Could be better. So let's upgrade this module. It's definitely the first one which I'll be making. I don't care if meta, you know, will say otherwise.
Would you like to access the laboratory?
We'll leave Harris with a vertical cooldown. My brain isn't burned. If you want to have easy mode, just replace the reactor cooldown with more damage. For now. Do you have the arcade tuning? Cooldown. Actually, let's leave it at 1. Done. And you don't have those focus on modules as well, right? And the no hunter set as well. Neither. Okay. So just replace the reactor for now. So okay, I guess can remove everything for now. Let me read, like, other stuff as well. Burn damage over time. I probably don't care about that. Fire count increase. I wonder how much it actually stacks for. Is it infinite? That would be interesting. That would be interesting. Do we have the how much projectiles, like, initially? Damage range when used midair. I'm not blind, right? It doesn't have the freaking, like, projectile count. Should I count it myself? Guys, who counted that? I probably will do it offline. I will test, you know? I'll test it. Okay, let me write it down. Test projectile cab. I probably will just record the clip and just go, like, through slow motion and see how much it does. 8,000! Damn, the new meta. The character is the new meta. So, anything else interesting here? I have a weird idea. So we're having incoming damage reduction, which is additive, right? So it probably will stack with this module as well. This one. And maybe some other effects. And you will be just staying like in front of the Colossus face and be like pew 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 and having like 50% damage reduction or whatever, like tanking everything pew 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 pew, avoiding all mechanics as well. But obviously it's probably not like having enough damage, you know, for the Colossus, but who knows? Who knows? Because I have a feeling if you stack the defense and like the damage reduction, and also inversion has 2 damage reductions now as well, dude, the player can be like just face tanking everything. Right. I think we went through that. Cooldown, whatever for now. Health recovery, MP recovery. Chief stage and max HP. It's like that. It's not even stacking anymore, right? Like with his AOE effects. Font of Chef's touch. Press the target as a release. Can cancel the reclaim button, which prevents MP and does not trigger a cooldown. Skill cannot be used without Chef's touch. So I guess passive generates that. That enemies with the applies additional stats to deal damage. Yo, crit rate increase. Flat. And crit damage actually also flat. Interesting. Why it's flat? Crit damage, I mean. How much default crit damage Blair has? Well, I probably have some crap here, right? Like, but already like good enough. Okay. Strange, but okay. Spawn rate, 40%. Attacking or defeating enemies inflicted with burn with the skill requires Chef's touch. Chef's touch is removed after being out of combat for a certain amount of time. So I guess after you spam this crap, you chain into this one, and you get huge damage multiplier. I'm not sure if it's a bug or what, like, they literally have on every of his skill with this module 100% max expandable range. It's kind of stupid, no? Literally, not a single skill gets the range increase. I guess that actually makes it a bossing build now. Okay, let's do it again. Middle fingers, MP conversion, just to get as much as possible. Actually, since it's a dimensional skill, we can use the multi-talent. By the way, Andrew, if you want to reduce the cooldown, if Harris has dimensional skill, I don't remember if she has. It was fusion and something else. I don't remember the second one. Probably it's tech. Yeah, probably multi-talent will not work, because multi-talent usually gives you a 20% cooldown reduction if you're having dimensional skills. Yeah, minus 24.5. So if I will remove this one, multi-talented versus nimble fingers, and then you can remove both focuses. Okay, let me actually write it down. Multi-talent versus okay. So let's get max mobs possible. I think that the way is overkill cooldown. She seems to benefit too little from new mods, but I'm gonna test firepower conversion. What was it doing?
Burn, baby, burn! Watch the floor!
I need duration. I forgot about it. I mean, it's not terrible, right? Like for the mobbing. So basically, how many mobs here? Like 3, 5, like 15 mobs in that area, and you just like swipe your crosshair. Actually, how many targets you can designate? Is it also like around 15? Or 9? 10. Okay, so it's 10 targets, right? I guess. Increases the base skill power if you activate the Still Vanguard trigger module. But I think it was something else as well on top of that, no? Shield added as weapon attack and max HP converted skill power boost ratio up to 24%. %24% skill power. Yeah, I guess in this one it will be better. Like, I don't think you can get like 24, like... Well, you probably could get a little bit more even, but depends on how many modules you will remove with the cooldown. But you cannot remove anything, since you are not using focus on stuff. Weapon attack, that doesn't help her, yeah, but it gives both, right? Because the Still Vanguard is, like, can be used for both. The skill Descendants. Oh, you can cancel that, okay. Okay. Extension, maximize duration. Oops, wrong button. Wait a second. So both of them actually. So the third one is actually not stacking with duration, is it? Additional effect. Critical damage increase 80%. So basically it's just for this skill, right? It's kind of weird one. The main reason because, like, you will not be really using that kick to kick the enemies, right? You'll be using this freaking thing to get as like as high as possible, no? But it actually auto aims for you, which I really don't like. So if you're using like it on the ground, you're basically magnetizing yourself to the mobs. Yeah, it probably will get a little bit of time before you can get used to that, you know? To get like infinite air thingy. The kick is for the style? Yeah, exactly. But at the same time, look. You don't need even to use the third skill. You have grappling hook. And the grappling hook will not be magnetizing your ass towards the mobs. But the kick could be used for the boss, you know, like for the commanders. Yeah, let me read all the skills. So this one is just regeneration. But it actually costs you ultimate. right? Because you cannot use your ultimate without having like those chef touch. So either you regenerate your MP, because I don't think you will be regenerating your HP with this thing, but like MP. And yeah, you won't be able to cast your ultimate, so it's kind of pointless, this one. Field Colossus. So, stacks, cooldown cost, damage, expected damage range. Dude, I'm a little bit like questioning why they even, you know, like written down like all that range. Maybe it's a bug? Like placeholder, you know? Skill critical hit damage increase. But it's a flat one. So 172. Yeah, it's not increasing yours, so it's I guess just for this skill only. It'll be kind of weird to calculate that in my spreadsheet, but should be doable. Cooldown cost, max target count, 10 projectile limit per target. So you can actually get like all 10 of them towards the boss. Chef's touch. Damage. So I guess for each projectile you will be getting 7,000 modifier, and against the boss you will be getting 70,000 damage. They really like those multipliers. Critical hit rate increase, critical damage increase, spawn rate 40%. But what? Wait a second, why spawn rate? You have to collect them? No, I don't think you have to collect them, no? Yeah, you don't have to collect them. And the vibe song. So yeah, this one is like max 10, so like remove chef touch. Okay, so I think we're ready. So, yes, sell again. Have to figure out the combo. Now we have to pick the main skill, which I will be using. Probably this one, right? Probably this one for the calculator. Burn damage, I don't really care about it. I'm really curious how much you can stack duration for those things. Because if you will get literally every source of duration in the game, and now you actually could use Ancestor module as well for duration. Because let's be real, if you have more projectiles, multiplying projectiles, the skill duration will give you much more DPS increase than damage stats in some cases. Because you will be just multiplying, you know, the damage sources, which are 4.7,000% skill power modifier. Okay, let's roll. So, what is that crap? This one I will keep open. So, let's see. Let's duplicate that, I guess. Blair, how are we gonna call it? KR, killer recipe. So, let's go. Still choose the max resistance reduction for, like, you know, universality, I guess. Blair, dimension, yes. Cooldown, 12 seconds. Duration. What the duration will be like quite questionable. How do you scale it? I will leave it for 0 for now. I will think about it later on. So, cooldown cost, I don't care. The explosion damage, first one, don't care. Incoming damage reduction, don't care. 4.705. Expected damage range 5 meters and still 100%, which kind of sucks, but That's life, I guess. Fire interval 0.3 divided by 0 now. Now I need to calculate freaking duration. Damn. Okay, I will leave interval 0 for now. I will leave it for 0. Later on I will, like, offline, will just record the clip. I will count how many projectiles you're getting for one cast, and then we'll calculate how much, you know, duration could increase your damage later. Right, cooldown, yes. Let me see. Yes. Cost, don't care. Presence 705, radius. Okay. Interval later, burn, don't care. Okay, let's see. Actually, Peacemaker. And not just Peacemaker. Some additional stats. 30%. I actually don't have the field for the freaking crit damage. Interesting. I could cheat a little bit, I guess. So flat is 30% and crit hit damage increase 30. So if I will take 30 and divide by my usual crit damage, I will get probably the multiplier, right? Actually, I could also cheat a little bit. Okay, so let's go here and just increase the blade crit damage. 1.6. Yeah, let's go. So it's like 30%, right? So let me check. Yep. Right. I think I need a Peacemaker here as well, no? I need something more actiony. Also, Wall Crusher. So how much you could get there? Skill power boost ratio 5. How many stacks? 9. Actually, I could calculate that myself, I guess. 36, 38 plus 5. So it's like 43. Kind of weird number. Let's double check that. Times 4 plus, yeah, it is 43. 43 non-attribute skill power boost ratio because of the Peacemaker. I'll later just add the formula for that. So, anything else he gets? I don't think so, right? But before we'll actually continue to get to the Wall Crusher as well. Yeah, probably I will not be using ultimate that much to be, you know, having it as a primary source of damage. Yeah, I would rather go with the first skill. Crit rate. Add a sec. When attacking enemies inflicted with burn, with the skill of plus additional stats to deal damage. Ah, so you will not... Okay, so you'll not get those bonuses until you actually apply the burn status. But... And afflicting... Okay, so it's kind of 100% chance, right? Like, it's not the same attribute status chance like with the weapons. With this skill, at least. And this one is also good. So it's kind of always. But it's super confusing probably for the new players, you know, like since it's Like, will not be always showing in your stats. It's just in the background stuff. Okay, so my stuff counts for the cooldown for now. Maybe I should remove the cooldown thingy to get the pure damage increase. Let's remove cooldown for now. Skill concentration. I probably will start with skill insight first. Okay, skill concentration. Actually, you know what? No, maybe that's a mistake, because with such skill crit rate, you probably will reach 100% just by using front lines, emergency measures, and maybe like arcade tuning. So yeah, let's go. Skill concentration first. Then fire specialist. Then, oops, I forgot to apply that. Dude, it's sometimes like not letting you type. Crap. Though I think Excel is also was having similar bug. Skill insight. It just cooked for me. What happened? Am I dropping frames or something? Hopefully not. Let me check. No, I think it's fine for me. Andrew. It's your issue. Sadly. Emergency measures. Yeah, skill insight is like, look at this. Like, it has 55% damage increase, but you apply the emergency measures, it's already like reducing to 15. And if you get front lines, it's probably like, yeah, it's like 3%, bro. Front lines. So, maximize power. Dude, leech, what? Nothing else increasing damage? Bruh. No way. You see why I mean? Because like of the skill power modifiers. What devs are doing, they're like increasing the skill power modifier on those tooltips to be like 3, 4, 5, 6, 7,000s, and some Descendants like Serena now is having 40,000, 30 or 40,000 or whatever. Like it makes modules useless. Damn. Okay, we have plenty of quality of life, I guess. Build is ready. Those are cooked. Bruh. Alright. Duration. Aye, Wall Crusher. We need to get to the Wall Crusher. Duration. Maximize duration. The negative effect from the skill power modifier is useless. It will not give you anything. Like it's 0.01% damage increase because of the skill power modifiers. So yeah, easy duration. I guess we can go to Wall Crusher with that instantly. MP I will leave. Shield. No, I'll leave shield for now as well. Guys, build is ready. Looks good to go. Looks good to go. Ah, you're right. Let's for now do some basic stuff. Crit rate, whatever. No, we need tech reactor actually. Crit damage, cooldown. I probably don't have better one, right? Oh, I guess the Colossus. Let's go for Mr. Wall Crusher. Let's do Slayer for now. Optimizing will be after. But you know what sucks with the Wall Crusher? They will not even let you to do any damage. Toxic resistance, don't need that. I will be flying. Nope, not this one. This one. Defense, MP. Refrigerator, this one. Looks good to me. Do we need that? We probably don't even need that. Oh, let's go like that. Range is useless. Let's go duration a little bit. Crit damage. Something. Oh, sheesh. I'm missing some stuff. I probably don't need to cool down anymore. Good enough? Might be good enough. Skill cost. Do I need skill cost? Maybe I actually need skill cost. Instead of like the out of combat MP stuff. And that reminds me something, but don't mind it. Don't mind those symbols. Blair is gonna cook something. Yeah, Wall Crusher's balls. If some pre-made party will not join and just annihilate the dude in like 2 seconds. His tech now? Depends on the modules which you're using. Dimension for the first and the fourth skill, I think. Yeah. Actually, third one as well. But tech is probably different module. Yo, Bambi Wagon. Appropriate. Dude, I thought it was actually a moon. Do you remember the Easter egg? Actually, if you have played Vice City, you could shoot the sniper rifle into the moon and you could change the size of the moon with that. Guys, please. Yo, there's so many Blairs are here. Maybe the run is saved. Wait, what? I forgot the cooldown modules. Alamao. Dude, I already like the damage. Imagine when I will optimize it. I even forgot he has those mechanics. When was the last time, you know, we had a proper wall crusher? Dude was calling some meteors. Last time I've seen meteors were probably like, I don't know, months ago. He would cook, not that he's cooked. That's what I meant as well. The Blair is actually, you know, already dealing good damage. Like with the garbage like stuff which I have. 30 seconds because of all the Blairs. But yeah, of course I'm not, you know, having like the proper stuff. Like some random stuff, like inversion missing as well. But yeah. But still, I want to complete like some daily stuff. Today I was late a bit, so we might as well do that. Let's see. I need to cool down mods though. Actually, I have another idea about the cooldown. Okay, something to test. But I hope, you know, I will have enough time tomorrow to like to make like the build, to polish it, to test everything. Because, you know, I kind of like what I'm already looking at. So, you know what? Actually, let's start with the. And let give me MP fellow, vehicles, vortex, save. Let's start with the Axiom first. Oh, look at this. No, this one is my favorite. Let's do one for the Ancestor module. It's like Bambi Initiation. Yo, I like the rate of the drops now. Well, aura drops. Because yesterday or like 2 days ago it was like dropping like non-stop. Skill issue. Huh. Actually, excuse me guys, I will be right back. Guys, where you came from? I just aborted the mission, you're supposed to disappear. It's anti-AFK measure by the devs. Each time you open inventory in open world, like some asshat You know, will spawn behind you. Okay, cooldown. MP conversion. Yeah, we can use power beyond for now, but I'm pretty sure there will be better stuff. Good enough. Just for the testing, good enough. I'm a certified jiggler. Let's go. I already have idea for thumbnail. Maybe it's too early, but
Descendant,
yeah.
a large cluster of breach creatures has been detected in the area.
Actually, let me write it down. Okay, I'm back. Greetings, guys. Whoa, 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 whoa. I am in the Matrix. That's the new effect they mentioned, right? Like when you're invincible for the mobs. Actually, you could double jump? Like while you're casting that? Guys,
Breach
come on.
creatures multiplying.
Hiding there.
Must be a colony.
Hit him up. I don't have any HP modules, but I guess that's fine. Okay, so I jinxed that. There are like drop spam. Miss Pauling, you cheeky. We need a solution to reset the double jump. It kind of sucks they actually didn't get the range for this thing. Literally anything for this module. You cannot increase the range. Can you actually aim for this without magnetizing to the mobs? Maybe next dev livestream. Maybe the next dev livestream they will be having.
I picked up a mutant
Have to ask in the chat. Guys, why Blair has 0 range increase? It's kinda ass. Where are the bombs? Why mobs are not spawning? Thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. Suitable nickname for this one. How's it going? But yeah, have to polish a little bit. Have to get some chain. The skill chain. Too late. Why they actually dropping there? Mobs, what is your major malfunction, boys? It's been a bit good, and the bounties. I mean, the red module. Both red bounties, well, fire bounties and Like the wall crusher even.
Descendant, destroy this tactical objective. Please confirm.
I confirm. I don't know what I confirm, but I confirm. But you have to make some, you know, like rotation, skill rotation. Because I'm still getting used to for that levitation. I think they kinda did Blair dirty with having like 100% max scalable range, which means like not even single range module will work on him. For this module. Hey, HP module, orbs are still disappearing. God damn. When they will fix that? Kinda super annoying sometimes. Like for all the useless ammo, which is, you know, like you don't even have a weapons for, they could just, you know, keep the orbs on the ground. Kinda sad? Yep. Like a range decrease, right? It's kinda sucks. I mean, not decrease, but like static range. I wonder if it scales for movement speed. If I'll get the max sprint speed course, like if you do grappling hook and use the first skill, will it actually increase the, you know, the strafe speed? Let me write it down. Mobs, don't. Come on, you suck. I'm just, you know, writing some ideas for the video. Your ass has. You know what? What is your malfunction, brother? Maybe I should make a tweet or whatever, like, I'm not sure if they're reading tweets, you know? But, like, why Blair having, like, zero range increase? When like, let's say, Serena's range didn't get there. Because it's literally infinite. You know what? Even though levitating looks cool, you just can walk around.
Descendant,
In some cases, it's more practical.
is increasing at your location. It looks like Legion of Breach troops have been deployed.
This one is like really nice.
Ship identified.
Okay, we have Mr. Razorclaw. Damn it. GG. That was the testing ground. So I think this build has lots of potential. The main reason that's not the reason. The main PT that we don't have range. But at the same time, if you figure it out the good skill rotation, I think it's actually a banger. Like to get the proper, like the first skill chain with the levitation, and sometimes you don't even need levitation, you just, you know, combine those things. But still, like the proper testing, the proper stuff, which, you know, like I am usually doing with the builds, I will be doing like tomorrow, because it's kind of already past midnight. Maybe I will take a look on other his modules, but I have a feeling I really liked like the previous build which I made, the dual wielding flamethrowers. That could be also a nice one, but let's be real. This one is having aura. Bambi, I don't have any build yet. Damn, screenshot dippers already assaulting. Anyway, as always, disappointed, excuse me. Not yet. Right. As always, have a nice rest of the day. As always, stay cool. As always, see you next time. Thank you for the stream. No, thank you for the stream. Go sleep? Yeah, today I actually went to sleep at 6 AM. Yeah, so go figure. Peace. Probably was that kind of feels weird. The update was today and I expect Friday to be tomorrow. So the first they messed up with the muscle memory by changing the public and the private dungeon buttons, and they're messing with the brain muscle memory by releasing update on Wednesday instead of Thursday, because I totally expect to be tomorrow Friday. So yeah, we'll see. Kind of will ruin vibe a little bit, but good stuff. Overall, good stuff.